Are you guys looking to improve your putting? Are you guys lining the ball up on the correct line and reading your putts correctly? Well, we think we've got a tool that'll help you guys out. It's called Trident Align. So let's get into it.
All right, hey guys, this is Brady with Golf Ascending, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We do create weekly golf content, so click that little notification bell. And like Tyson said, today we are reviewing the world's first adjustable ball marker, the Trident Align. And we're gonna give a review on this today. And the Trident Align, you can get, there's a plastic one that is $31, and then there's a full metal kit that I have right here, which is $34. So we're gonna show how it works, kind of how you get it set up, and then talk about what we think about it, what our review is, our experience using it. All right, so the first thing obviously you got to do is you got to get your ball marked up. They have this pretty cool system here, and it comes with a little tool so that you can put all these lines on here, and it comes with a Sharpie as well. And you just put on all the lines where all the marks are, and then once it's ready, these lines will then match up with this marker. You can see why it's called the Trident Align. It has the 3 horns there, I guess you could say, and they match up with the ball. And the point is that when many people go to line up their ball, and I'm one of these people, when they set the line, they get up above the ball and they notice that it's tilted a little bit, either towards them or away. And when I see that right away, I kind of don't trust my line anymore, and I don't feel good about it. And maybe you do trust the line, but it's off. And so the point of this, or one of the major points, is that it gets the ball straight and you can trust it when you're above the ball. And this helps to line it up, and like I said earlier, it's an adjustable ball marker, so you can set it down first, find your line by adjusting, and then put the ball on afterwards. So let me show you real quick how we do that. So I'll mark this ball, put down the Trident Align, and then I can find where my line is. I can adjust this and move it, and then once I found my line, I can look back, come back, and then put my Trident Align ball to match up with those 3 horns, or the 3 lines for the Trident. And it kind of becomes like a square, because you have the line, and then once it's on, it's kind of like a square there, and you can see that it matches up. You have the line below it at the bottom, and the 2 lines on the side will match up, so that way it's perfectly straight up. It doesn't really matter whether you're on a hill, up slope, down slope, it's gonna be straight. So now I can pick up my ball marker, put it in my pocket, and trust my line and putt. All right, so I've been using the Trident Align for a few months now, and I gotta say, I think it works. I trust my line more than I ever have. In the past, I stopped using the line on my ball only because I had that issue. As soon as I got above the ball, I didn't trust it. As soon as using the Trident Line, I've never trusted the line more than I have with it. And so I do think it is a really good product. It helps you to trust the line and to line it up really well. One of the negatives I would say about this product is that it takes some time. One, it takes time to mark the ball up, and if you lose a lot of balls, you're gonna have to be marking up a ton of balls, and it's like 5 lines you gotta do. Not a huge deal. But it's not just that, but the time of putting the ball together or marking it up, but it's the lining it up. When you're moving the little marker, it just feels like it takes a little bit more time. And if you practice with it and use it a lot, it's not that big of a deal. But I also had one of my buddies try it out, just to get another opinion, besides Tyson, who's gonna give his opinion in a second. But he also, after a little while, he just stopped using it because he felt like it took too much time. And to be honest, I have been using it off and on for the last 3 months, but there's been multiple times where I just didn't pull it out because I didn't have the balls marked and ready. I didn't feel like getting it all set up. I just wanted to quickly put the ball down, kind of see my line and go. So that's probably one of the negatives of it, but as far as improving your putting game and trusting your line, every time I have used it and put the time to mark up my ball and line it up, I've been able to trust it and I have putted better. So yes, I think it does help you putt better, but also it does take some time, and maybe if you're playing with a group, they might be like, pick up the speed, man, or really you're gonna line that up for a 3 or 4 footer. So that's kind of my opinion of it so far. I think it works. I think it helps. It does take a little time. Now we're gonna let Tyson tell you what his opinion is of it as he's used it as well.
All right, so Brady did a great job explaining kind of the science behind this Trident Align, as well as the marking it on the ball. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on it. I've had the chance to use it quite a bit as well. And I just want to give you guys my takes so you guys can be better educated if you guys think about buying this down the road. So, like Brady mentioned, talking about it, this is movable, okay? So when we do have the ball down here on the ground, okay, we've got this marker behind. It doesn't really matter where this marker is facing necessarily. It just kind of has to be kind of going toward the hole a little bit. And when you put the ball down, it is nice that you can move the little slider on the back. You know, that way, you know, if I'm not perfectly straight, you know, when I just, you know, mark it like this, I can adjust with the metal tool right here. Now, the negative point to that is because you're fidgeting with it, you do have the chance to accidentally move it, and that is a penalty. I've actually had a couple times using it where it actually moved the mark, and I kind of felt a little guilty about it. So it is a little bit thick. It's not just this flat piece of metal that you can, you know, put it down, put the ball on, line up the line, and you're good to go. And Brady also mentions that in his, you know, overall take on it as well, is that it's just as time consuming, right? If you have a regular ball marker and you put it down, okay, all you have to do is just look for the line up and pull it away, and that's all you do. See, the Trident Align, it does complicate it a little bit because you are trying to get it perfect lined up with the Trident type markings. You know, and like Brady mentioned, it does give you that true line, and if you really are truly struggling with getting that line, it does the job great. My only thing is that, you know, is it something practical? Is it something that you can get up and use, you know, get up, be swift, you know, fall within your routine of putting? Because at the end of the day, your routine putting is the most important thing. And so if this is gonna be a distraction, if this is gonna, you know, make you feel dumb for taking a lot of time when you're with your buddies, maybe it's not for you. But overall, it does do the job. It gets you on the line, and it does help you trust that line that you originally lined up to the hole. So overall, it works, but you know, there is that, is it practical for me in my golf game?
All right, guys, so that is our review of the Trident Align ball marker, adjustable ball marker. Again, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully it's helpful if you want to improve your putting game. This could be the answer for you. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like that video and subscribe because we do create weekly golf content. Thanks for watching.